afternoon, people. Today we want to work a bit on guildhouses, and we did a good work on guildhouses the other day. Actually, I didn't do any specific progress, but since the other day, so we're pretty much at the same place, pretty much. Hello. Hello, boys. Hello. This face. Okay. Hello, Jerry. Hello, Tony. So we have. By the way, let's see if the freaking thing works. I don't know. I added these two bots. So one bot is in Twitch and another bot is in YouTube. But the bot of YouTube seems to be very, very, very lazy. So the bot of YouTube is actually connecting late to the stream and is not really working well. But in theory, both of them, as soon as they connect, they should give points to people for watching the stream. So the more you watch, the more you get points. Now, I don't know why, but the YouTube one is really, really, really lazy. Like, you connect super late. Let me see if it's connected now. Participants. No, obviously it's not connected. Okay, let's leave it like this a bit so that you can see in the participants list. If you go under messages at the top and in YouTube and you go under participants, you can see. So in theory there should be Streamlabs connected there. But it's not connected. But it's okay. So let's see, because usually it connects a bit later. So it takes like 10 minutes or so to connect. If it doesn't connect, I will try to stop it and restart it, which is usually something that in computers works pretty well, which should say much about the quality of the software. But so yeah, where we were doing the guildhouses. Guildhouses. So this is all we had to do. All the stuff, and all the stuff is now completed, which is pretty cool. Now there is still a few things to do that maybe we can add to the list. Well, one is this one. This one is missing. This one is missing. So which is when the player joins and is already inside the guildhouse, we want then to load the guildhouse directly. And we want to load all the items of the guildhouse and teleport the player into the guildhouse, right? At the moment, the whole system is working only when he opens a guildhouse door, but it's not the only case, right? Now, the other problem could be if he gets teleported by a GM into a guildhouse. I think at the moment I would not manage that case, even if in theory it exists. Because you could be teleported and yeah, but I don't know. That case for now we will not manage. I think that for now we will be fine with that. Hello, Tony. Hello, people on Twitch. There is also someone on Twitch, which is not bad. A lot of bots. I've seen that some are bots. I need to understand which one are bots and which one are not. But so how do we do this? Right? You may ask, how do we do this? Well. First of all, we need to know where in the code we have the player that joins the game. And this is actually pretty easy because there is one place, I think in pregame helper, which is teleporting the player into the game. Right? I think it's like request character or something. There it is. We are already in that place. So request character is basically when you choose the character from the selection screen, and then you click on play. So you decide to enter into the world, and it is the code that is doing that stuff. So like obtain the proper character class, obtain the current spawn point and race points, and so yeah. So here is selecting basically the position, right? So it is getting the position of the character. Now, what we could do, right? We could extract also the instance. By the way, I'm pretty surprised we don't extract the instance here. Maybe I changed it. Originally, maybe it was with the instance, but I think we can add X, Y, and Z, Y rod, Y rotation, race gender ID. Then there is a bit of translation of this thing. It's not exactly why, but. And then here we have spawn the player actor in the game. You see how useful are the comments in the code, because then you don't need to read the code. You just read the comments and try to and so you should put as many comments as you can in your code, because when you are looking at it like 3 months, 1 year, 10 years after, without comments, it would be impossible. So here we do the spawn, right? And the actual spawn is this function, spawn actor. So this is the one that is actually creating the player into the world in the right location. Now, about the instance, right? So here we did all the reasoning on that, but where do we, let's assume that we are spawning the character properly, so it's not failing, right? Because here, this code is if the character fails to teleport for whatever reason. So let me put a comment here. So if the player, if the spawning fails, then search and alternate spawning point, spawning location, whatever, right? So that is what this code is doing. Then we load the character data. Do you want to hear a bit of music? I think I can start the music. Open folder, music, video game music. Let's go. Just the volume, let's keep it at 5%, so it should not be too annoying. So, loading the cat. Do you hear any background noise? Because I have a bit of a background noise here. There is some stuff that is a bit noisy, which I can actually isolate if you hear it. Load the character data, blah 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 blah. So how do we set the instance in case everything works well? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Well. It's also true that we are loading. Here. In the loading of the character, we assign the instance 100%. Okay. You have no background noise. Okay, nice. Pretty good. Obviously, Streamlabs didn't freaking join, huh? I don't know. This bot. They have to fix it because it's working pretty bad. The Streamlabs bot for YouTube is like stupidly bad. Now, how many minutes we are into the stream? We are at least 10 minutes, right? So because they say to wait 10 minutes before complaining. And I think it's more than 10 minutes now. Okay, let's leave it a bit more and then I will activate it. I will try to activate it manually. So here we load the instance, right? So here we know if the instance of the character is different than 0, right? So before doing this part, we need to know, and I think that here is exactly when we need to do the check, right? So check if player is spawning in a guild house, and in case check for, well, I don't want to repeat all the logic, so but basically it needs to see if he's already loaded. If he's not loaded, he has to load the guild house, I mean all of that, right? So but we will reuse a function. So check if the player is spawning in a guild house. So to do that is pretty simple. We just get spawn character word instance, and if it's greater than 0, then we are in a guild house. But anyway, we are in an instance. Yeah, we are in a guild house, I would say, because we don't use it for anything else at the moment. Boom, boom. So, so in this case, what we need to do? Well, we have to call the same code that we are using when the character is actually entering the door, okay? Which is, let me put some bookmarks here so that we are more easily moving between. Yes, exactly this one. So yeah. So at the moment, this thing is not a function, right? So it's inside of this, but it's not good. So I think we should extract all this piece, make it a function, so that we can call it from multiple places. Now, oh wow, I have an issue though. No, I don't. Because the only information I need yes, I think it's from here down, right? So it's the only information I need is the guild instance, which is, in our case, is 97, right? So that's what we need to see. Let me try to refresh the CloudBot 1 second. So we are in YouTube, yes. I click on CloudBot and I disable it. I disabled it, and then I will wait 1 or 2 minutes and I will enable it again and see if it finally joins. It's very stupid. So I think that from here down, right, from this point down, we can move it to a function that we can call also in the other case. For sure we need our character as a parameter. Do we need our character as a parameter? know if we need. Doo-doo! What is this? Mages. Dragon Age 2. It's not in the description. Is it too loud? It's a bit loud, huh? I will lower it a bit. So I think we need, well, with the client we can still pass on the client. So let's say that all this block, starting from here and going down, we can move it all to a function up to here, I would say, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So all of this is going to go. So I cut it off. I removed it. I think we can put it just down here. I think it's fine. Well, the best would be to put it in Guildhouse Manager down. Should we? I think it would not be a bad idea to put it in Guild Manager. Because anyway, it's the managing of guild houses, so I think we can put it in. Guild Manager. Yeah, I think it's a better place, right? Let's put it here. So all of this will go into a function that will return. What will return? Will return a boolean. Yeah, I think we return a boolean, yes or no. So if we managed to teleport properly into the guild house or not. And this will be called like teleport player to. No, this is not a teleport. This is just the loading of the guild house, right? So this is load guild house. Load guild house if needed. Because here I'm not teleporting anymore. But I'm returning the positions though. Huh? Yeah, I'm returning the position. So actually this position parameter we needed. So I think we can return it. So load guildhouse and get position and get spawn position. I don't know, it's a bit of a long name. Or we can just say get guildhouse spawn position. The problem is that load guildhouse and spawn position, something like that. Load guildhouse and spawn position, I think it makes sense. So we will have an f vector which we will return, so will be passed by reference, and then we will have as parameters. I think we can get the IPS character anyway. I don't know if I would really use it. So this is the guy requesting the thing. And then I need the lock ID or instance ID or however you want to call it. For us will be I think this piece, I think this piece can still go in the other. Yeah, I think that this piece can go still in the other location because. So Wait a second. Where did I remove from user manager for sure? Exactly. So here, yes, I think that here we still need this piece actually. And this piece will say, if I found a guild house, right? This piece will say, if I found a guild house, then please load it. So here we will go in guild manager, which is this guy, and we will add the function that we are creating now. So this load guild house and spawn position, and as we said, we will pass in the client. We will pass in the lock ID, which in our case will be action instance ID, and then we will pass on the fpost vector, which we want to pass by reference and get it as a result, which by the way should be declared already here. I think I need to do something different here though. I need to do something like this and say spawn pause, and assuming I can do this, but I think I can, and then we pass it here like this, and then if this thing is returning, right, only if this is returning true, so if the result is good, then we will assign a position equal to spawn position, so that we spawn where the, okay, so now we need just to declare it properly, because at the moment it's not declared. So this thing should be declared in guild manager.h, and it should be public, obviously. Yeah, the get guildhouse spawn position is another function. Okay, so this one is only returning the guildhouse position. This one is loading the guildhouse, which is the most important part. So maybe I should given a guildhouse type, and ID, it calculates the spawn point, right? While this one is given a give lock ID, it checks if the guildhouse is already loaded. If not, we load the guildhouse and return the spawn position for the player. So this is what this thing is doing. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So now that we have this, we can request the lock ID, vector position, blah blah blah. Ah crap! This one is getting. This one needs a guild info as an information. Yeah. I know, but in this case we don't have it. So or we change this function. Let me see, because here he wants a guild, but we can get the guild. Let's do this. We can get it in a preload as well, so it's not a problem because we have the player anyway. So you know what? We can derive the guild anyway from the player, easy. I'm just thinking if I want to do the detection of the guild inside this function, or I just want to pass it in. I think I just want to pass it in. Probably is a cleaner, you know. So let's do this. Let's pass it in. It would be a pointer too, yes. So let's pass it. Let's pass it in like this. Did the cloud bot finally join or not? No way. It's not joining. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to do with this YouTube thing. It's so stupid. Let me try to refresh it. No way. By the way, the chat itself is not seeing the... Let me try. The chat itself is not seeing the people connected. Which is pretty weird. So the YouTube chat is really working like bad. I don't know. By the way, I wanted to do a shout out to all the Patreons that are supporting the project, and I think I never did it, but I think it's a good time to do it. So I took a screenshot, you know, of all the people that are supporting us on Patreon. By the way, the site is patreon.com/planeshift, and I took a screenshot of all the people that are supporting and they are active today. So maybe some of them were active and then they stopped. Right? So I'm just listing here the ones that are active today. So George is active since September 19. Thank you a lot, George. Novakadian also from September. Magali is from November 19. Matt from November. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Maggie. And the Beer with the Soul also is from January. So anyways, 6 months. Brakel is from January as well. Thank you, Nathan from February. Demon from March. Again, Till from March as well. Tony supporting us from March. Pizek is supporting us from April. I think Pizek is supporting us before that, but I think when you switch tiers, it changed the date, I think. Nathan from April, Jim from May, thank you, Grimstone from May, Christopher from May, Sapwolf from May as well, Julian, thank you, Matt, Ben, Marcellum, and then the latest people, so Charles from June, James in June as well, and Gotrek in July. So thank you a lot for your support and the fact that you like what I'm doing. And yeah, your support and mainly the fact that you are connecting and joining the live streams and interacting is very appreciated, and your support on Patreon as well. Okay, so I just wanted to do that because I think that the people that are doing that are very kind and need some recognition back. Okay, so so now we have this function, load guildhouse and spawn position, which is getting our character, the guild, and then is getting back, you see this reference thing, is getting back the position. So this one will be an output, okay? Ampersand pause is an output. So we'll get as an output. Also we'll get an output as a boolean here. So I think we can now more easily yes. Yes, this action get instance ID at this point will not be used anymore, because we will have client will be our requestor. I called it this way. Well, that is a good name. And then I think the only one that is missing is action get instance ID, but in our case is identical to guildhouse. No, is identical to guild info, and then get lock ID or whatever is the thing, house lock ID. If Visual Studio can do it, but anyway, I can find it here. Is get lock ID. Is this thing? Get lock ID. Okay, so this will be, so this function I think should work as it is now. Is complaining. Did I miss a parenthesis? I think I did, because I moved. Yes, I moved the check above, so it's actually like this. So now this function should be ready to use, and so in our user manager, right, we can call this function, and at this point we can just pass the guild info instead of everything else. Okay, and so this one should be fine already. Now the good thing, why I did that, because now we can finally call this function also from the pre-game helper, right? Which is the reason why I did it. So I think we will need to do something like the first thing we need to get is the guild that the player is belonging. Oh fuck. No. We need to get wait, we have an issue? No, we don't have an issue, because we have the lock ID, which is the instance number. So we do the same thing. This piece will be a bit of a duplication, but it's only 2 lines. It's only 2 lines. So we will get, so we say get guild information based on the lock ID, right? And the lock ID, as we said, is equal to the instance. So it's equal to this thing. It's equal to this thing. Yes. So we get the guild info, and then if we have a guild info, so if we actually need to spawn this thing, I want to get back. Yeah, this code would be very similar, though. I think it's nearly identical. This piece is nearly identical. I don't think I can do it any different, you know. I think I get it exactly the same. I mean, we saved all the code that is inside this function, but this piece has to stay as it is. So we check if there is a guild info related to the instance where we are loading in, and if there is, we call the same code to load the guild house and the items and everything else. By the way, this one is also repopulating items. This one is also repopulating, if I'm not mistaken. Come on, Visual Studio. Yes, repopulate guild house items is it, right? So this one is repopulating that as well. and if result position equal to, okay, so the only thing that we are missing is this position, and position is actually something that we pass in later on. No, actually we did it already, because we spawned in a specific location. Yeah, we need to teleport him, there is no way. We need to, well, in theory the location is already correct, right? But no, I want to teleport him. I will teleport him again, because the problem is this, just to explain to you what I'm thinking. So the player logs in, okay? So the player logs in and is inside a guild house, right? Now the problem that we have is that the guild house, which is this room, is not loaded yet, right? So the player will be teleported in the right location, so will be teleported in a specific X and Y location. Let's say, I don't know, 10,000, 14,500, like we have seen at 0. Okay, so these are the coordinates where it's going to get teleported to. But the guild is not loaded yet, so what will happen is that this guy, as soon as it's teleported here, we start to fall down. We start to fall down because there is no ground. There is no ground below him, right? So, so it is a bit of a mess, but I think that it should work in the sense that he will try to spawn here, will find himself floating for a second, then we load the guild house, so we load everything, and so we load the guild house, and then we teleport him, you know, to that location. Now you may say, why you don't load teleport player? Now you may say, why you don't load the guild house before, so you don't have to do this double thing? That's a good question, actually, of why I'm not doing that. That's a very good question. The problem is that the code works this way, that we spawn the character in the game in a specific location, but this may fail, you know, this may fail because the location may be invalid. So let's assume that it's inside a wall or is you know, in a stupid place. So if that fails, then the character is teleported to his is spawned into his base location. And so it's only after seeing this, so after seeing if the location is valid, that we load the guild house. Now, should we do it before? I mean, I can do it before actually, because I can. I mean, here we are extracting the coordinates, you know, and I can assume that if he's inside a guild house, then I need to load that guild house, right? Then maybe we'll never go there, but yeah, maybe we can do it earlier so we avoid the double teleport. So if I extract, so it is character table. If I extract from the character table, what is this song? Planescape Torment. Very nice game. By the way, plane shift is called plane shift because Planescape has so much influence on me at that time. I mean, it's not only for that, but it's one of the inputs. So we need to get lock instance. So I think if we extract in B4, right, and we assume that why I'm doing this, by the way? Wasn't there a get ID? No? Wasn't there a get float, get int from my result set? Wait a second. No? I'm getting confused now. I think it was a get int there. It was a get int, get float, get whatever. Yeah, exactly. You have to go on the row and you have to say row get int text ID. So which one is cleaner? Which one is cleaner? Which one is cleaner? I think it's pretty similar. Here we are extracting a string and then we are converting it. The other case, I think it's similar. So we will have a lock instance here. So yeah, the other way to do it is this, and then get int. Let's say that there is a get int. Now, by the way, I don't know if at this get int we did it. Ah, yes, it's doing the same thing. It's basically doing the same thing, so it's just a bit cleaner because you don't have to fsystring, but yeah, it's doing exactly the same thing. So I think it's equivalent to the one above. Still, I think it's a bit cleaner to read now. Something like that. Instead of this shit. I think I can change it everywhere, yeah. This was probably the first time we did it, and considering it was the first time we didn't do it properly. I need to close one more parenthesis and that's it. Okay, so now we are using the other notation, which I think is cleaner. Hello people, I see more people are joining. Welcome to the stream. If you have any questions on what I'm doing, on why I'm a tiger, on what is the game, on the weather in my location, feel free to ask. Or anything else. Anyway, Streamlabs absolutely not joining, huh? So if we do points in YouTube, no way. If we do points, I don't know if any of you is connected to Twitch. I can do !! points. There it works immediately. In theory, it's the same bot that is working on both streams, but for some reason it's not working on YouTube. It's very buggy. It's very buggy. just typing a question in the Streamlabs support channel where you can ask about stuff. I mean, it's a community-run support channel, so it's not really that you get the developers to look at it, but you know, I'm happy to give feedback of the fact that things are not working well. So, okay, so we get the location instance before, right? So what we can say is that if this location instance is, I think we do it here, right? I think we do it here. I think this thing, we move it up, completely up. And what is it? Here. I think we move it here. And we check if the player is in, yeah. So basically now what I'm doing is to, instead of doing this, I'm doing a kind of a check, you know, if the player is in a guildhouse or not. So if he's in a guildhouse, we load it. If he's not in a guildhouse, we just teleport it to a specific location, right? So that is the idea. Now, what may happen, and it was the case I wanted to avoid, is that we are loading the guildhouse for nothing, right? But I don't think I can avoid it. I think at this point is the only thing I can do. Because what may happen is that, okay, we see that we are in an instance, right? And we load it, but then the player fails loading into the guildhouse, and he gets teleported into the main world. So this guildhouse has been loaded for nothing. But let me say, still, the fact that the player was inside that guildhouse tells us something. So he's probably most likely going there again, you know, and so he will have to load the guildhouse anyway. So I think it's not too much of a problem, right? Oh my god, this music. I remember this music so much. It was the combat of Wizardry 8. So every time you were in combat, you were like listening to this. I mean, not exactly this one because there were a few variations, but so here, instead of doing spawn HR word instance, what we do just this. So we do lock instance greater than 0. So we use this information here, and here we use the same information. Ah, fuck! We don't have the character though to pass in here. That's a problem. 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 But you know, we can fix it another way. Because at the moment I'm setting the owner of the guildhouse to the player, but it's a very bad idea anyway. So it's just because I wanted to test it, but I think it's not a good idea to pass in the player here. First, because we don't have it yet, and second, because the association to the owner should be done in a different way. Yeah, the association to the owner should be done in a different way. So what the people suggest is that the owner, we can try to see if not setting the owner is working or not, because I think it should go in the persistent level. So this means that that's always loaded, and then the distance will make a difference. But we want it inside the streaming level, so I think that what I want to do, I think we can do it now. Let's do it now. Let's do this thing now. Let's do this thing now. What I want to do what I want to do is to create an actor, which is a fictional actor, which is the owner of all the guild houses and is sitting in a specific streaming level, and we set as the owner, of each of the guild houses that we spawn. Why this? Because if you don't do this, it seems, I'm not 100% sure, but it seems, that is what the internet says, that the guild house will be spawned in the persistent level, and it's not something that we want. It's not something that we want. We don't want the guild house to be spawned in the persistent level. I don't know why in YouTube at the moment I'm not seeing the participants list. I mean, I see how many people are connected, but I don't see their names or anything. So maybe there are viewers that don't have a YouTube account. That's possible. But the participant list is empty. So it seems that sometimes even YouTube itself is not really working well for streaming. So what we want to do, we want to go under guild houses and no, we want to go under the level that is owning all the guild houses, which is actually this one, right? And we want to create an actor, which is kind of a dummy actor. Yes, which we will call guildhouse owner, and he's sitting, I would say we can have him sitting in 000. I think that would be the best place. Will be inside this level, this streaming level. So I think I will create an actor. Should I create a new blueprint class? Yeah, I think I should, right? I should create a new blueprint class with an actor, which I will call it guildhouse owner, right? Hello. Hey, Maijin, Mix TV. Maijin is a very known name to me. I have a friend that is named like that, so I don't know if it's you or not. If it's you, tell me. Welcome anyway. If it's you or not you. Okay, so we will call it guildhouse owner, and we will just drop it into the level, right? This is what we want to do. And inside, now, where is our guy? We can just do focus selected, and we can do yeah, I think we can leave it there. I think it's in a good spot. I mean, it's fine. It's an actor that has no geometry. Okay, so this actor, if you open it, is empty. It doesn't have a blueprint. It doesn't have any nodes in the blueprint. It's not you? Okay. It's interesting because it's a friend of mine, which is using that name. When we roleplay pen and paper in D&D, and is usually roleplaying a fighter girl character, or very attractive, I would say, very attractive fighter girl characters. And yeah, and it's called like that, even if, yeah, I think it's called exactly like that. It's probably something, right? I never searched it, but I don't know if it's called exactly like that. Ah, it's coming from Dragon Ball? Ah, okay. I don't know if it's written exactly like that though, because I think it's written Meijin like this. So with an additional E. With an additional E in before the J. Yeah, like this. Meijin. Yeah, exactly. So this is the name. So it's not exactly like your name. And actually Meijin is coming from something. It's also a cover for a Samsung. They called it that way. Okay. Interesting. Okay, anyway, going back. So we have this actor, which is just the owner of the guilds. He will sit into the streaming level, right? Yeah, and thank you for the follow. So he will sit here in the streaming level. Now the only thing that we need to do, we need to search for this guy and set it. I think we can do it in Guild Manager. I think the easiest will be to search it by tag. So we can search an actor by tag when Guild Manager is. The only problem is that the server will have it already. That's a good question. I think the server should have it already when we spawn. Because we need a reference to this guy, okay? And I want a reference to this guy early enough so that we don't do it over and over and over. I want to do it only once. So the way to do it in real is kind of to add a tag, and this tag will be guildhouse owner, so it's the same thing, right? It will be set only on this actor, and we will save it, and then basically in my code I only need to be sure that that's loaded already, which is one of the issues that I may have, because the levels will be streaming, you know, server side until they are fully loaded, and then let me check here in game state, game mode. Game state, game mode. So in game state, not in game mode, in game state, we are loading all the things, and we need the world to be loaded already. So when we have the begin play, yes, begin play, preload guild info. I think we can do it kind of here. Or if we want, we can even do it at the end of all of this. I don't know, do we have a log open? Let me see if we have a log open. I want to see the loading sequence, you know. So the loading sequence, when is requesting the streaming levels? Is that the end or? The streaming levels is here. Streaming level request, right? Streaming level request. The problem is that here I already finished the spawning of everything. So in my function I'm kind of at this time, but I see that the streaming levels are kind of loaded after. So my fear is that if I search for that object inside the level, I may not get it. I don't know, we can test it. We can test it and see. So So we can do it. Yeah, you see, init game state begin play completed. So so in theory, we should do it. I mean, logically, we should do it like here. So after the guild info, right? So we should get preload guild info, or even better, you know, we can even do it directly inside preload guild info. Why not? I think we can do it here because anyway the guild info is this. Yeah. So here we are selecting from all the guilds and we are loading all the guilds. And yeah, I think we should do it here. I think we should do it here. So load guildhouse owner actor to be used later on when spawning the guildhouses. Right? So this is what we should do. Now, how to do it? How to do it should be fairly simple. I should just have, if I get the world, with the world we said we have already, because we have it in spawn manager, which we initialized just here. So it should be fairly easy to get. So we should just do spawn manager current world. Then inside current world, we should be able, we go there directly, so maybe it's easier. So we should be able to, come on, parsing solution. Visual Studio is thinking deeply. He's thinking deeply. I mean, you just need to get me the function that are on the wall. But anyway, I want to do get all actor by tag. So I think I can just go here and get all actors by tag. No, with tag. Get all actor with tag C++, right? So that is the class we want to use, which is sitting. I mean, it's also a blueprint node. Yeah, here is the blueprint node, but for sure there is also in the C++ side. This guy is still parsing finding solution. He will never reach it. Where is it? I just want to see. I just want to know if he's inside world. I think he should be inside world. Get all actors with tag. Oh, it's under uGameplay statistics. It is. Okay, that's easy enough then. So I don't even need the world. Yeah, you see, it's saying that it's a slow operation. It is a slow operation. Use with caution, don't use it with frame. So it is exactly what we should have. So I don't need the world either. It seems that I can just call it like this. I think he's assumed that the world must be there. Ah, okay, he's asking me the world. Okay, so he's asking me the world as a first parameter. So then we need to get the tag, right? And our tag is this thing. And then what else is asking? He's asking an array of a actor as an out array because he wants to, okay. So he wants a T array of a actor pointers and I think the array is a pointer itself, which is actors, right? And this one we will just pass here, and should like it now. Reference of type TRA actor pointer cannot be initialized with the value of type TRA actor pointer. Do you want me to do this? Yes, you want me to do this. Okay. So this should return the actor that we want, right? And the array should just have one element. So I think we can just go actors of 0. I mean, it must be there, but we can do an if. But if it's not there, we have a problem, because so if this actor will not be there, then we definitely have an issue. So we need to, in this case, we need to return false, and we can also print out a message saying that our spawning actor has not been found. So we can say cannot load guildhouse owner actor. Yes, I think is enough, because it will never happen. I mean, if it works, it works. So it doesn't like actors of 0. What do you mean? Actor of 0. I mean, I need a actor pointer, which is my actors of 0, no? Which is my no. And so I'm saying if actor is not valid, doesn't like it, huh? Likes it now. So this is a pointer to a T array, right? So we just dereference it, so we get the T array A actor thing, and then we get the 0. Why is not? What I'm missing, boys? Hello, Rwanda. Welcome. What the fuck? Helper function for returning a type pointer to the first array entry. Oh, okay, this is exactly what we need, I guess. Right? So this one will return. Do I have to do it like this? Yes, I have to do it like that, huh? Or no? A actor pointer T array A actor pointer. Okay, I don't know. I think it will work. Let's see. The only point is that if this for any reason is empty, I think this one will crash. But I never remember if this freaking actor, I mean, if I can check for actors like this, or if he wants the is valid, or whatever it wants. Because I think we can just do this. I mean, we can check the whole thing if it's empty or not. I don't know if game statistics is returning me an empty array, or is it returning me, or is it returning the null pointer. It doesn't say anything, so we don't know. I mean, we have to check it, but basically I can do this, and hopefully we'll associate, we'll create a new array, but for sure it creates a new array. And then he returns it to me. And we can say, if actor is not valid, then do this. And we return false. Sorry, I forgot this. Otherwise, we need to set the reference to this actor in our guild manager. So I think we can have guild manager, which at this point is loaded for sure, and we can say set guildhouse owner. We can create a new function which is called set guildhouse owner, and we pass in our actors get data, which we said is returning right. So this one we need to create it, obviously, because at the moment it's not there, but we're gonna create it. Guys, I have something to do quick for about 5 minutes. So I need, and real life is asking me to do something. And so I have to go, I have to be right back for a second, okay? So I can leave you with the music if you want. Let me get the music thing, copy, paste as duplicate. I can leave you with the music at the bottom. It should be working. Okay, be right back. One second, I'm coming back. Okay, BRB. Like 3-4 minutes. back. I took more than expected, I guess, but there was a person visiting and I had to speak with him and such, so I couldn't ignore him. So I'm back. I don't know if you guys are still here, but if you're still here, it's nice. So let's continue. So just to recap what we are doing, because maybe some of you just joined. So what we are doing is to work on guildhouses, and in particular we are trying to have this particular use case fixed, which is the use case when the player joins the game directly inside the guildhouse. And considering that we are loading the guildhouses dynamically, because they are instanced guildhouses, or anyway loaded on the fly, at the moment it's not working. So the player is joining in and then is just falling down because the guildhouse is not there. So what I'm doing is to ensure that when the player joins, right? When the player joins, we check if he's in a guildhouse or not, and if he's in a guildhouse, we just load the guildhouse directly, and then we teleport the player to the guildhouse. Okay, so this is what we do. Now I think I was pretty much at a good state on that, and then I got distracted. Hello Tracker, hello Jerry on the Twitch side. Did the freaking bot join meanwhile? You see, I do top, and the Twitch bot answers immediately, like super good. The other bot, I mean it's the same bot by the way, but anyway, the other bot doesn't really care. So the YouTube one, which actually successfully joined the other day, so we had a time in which he actually joined. Okay, now he's not joining at all. By the way, I don't know if when I disable it on Twitch, when I disable it on YouTube, if I'm disabling it also on Twitch. Let me see 1 second. Welcome to the chat. No, okay, so the bot, I mean, you can enable one or the other, so the Twitch one is actually working. It's the YouTube one that is dead, as expected, because it's working very bad. But anyway, if you do exclamation mark points, you can see how many points you have, and the points are based on the time that you watch the stream. Okay, and if you do it on Twitch, it works. Now on YouTube, I don't know, it's not working, so I'm sorry for that. Okay, so okay, we wanted to extract. Yes, we wanted to extract the get all actor with tags, exactly. So we find this, assuming that we get our value. Okay, now we need to implement this. So we were at the point to implement in Guild Manager the parameter that will keep our guildhouse owner. Okay, and the parameter can be a protected member. I think we don't need to expose it, or a private member. Where are the? I see the public, I see the protected. Okay, let's keep it protected. There are no parameters that are protected. There are actually no parameters in this class. I see. There are only methods. Yeah. Okay, let's put it here at the bottom. Whatever. This one will be an A-actor pointer, which we will call guildhouse owner, why not? And yeah, the beginning will be null. And we will have a function. We will have a function which will be used to set the guildhouse owner and to get the guildhouse owner. Okay, so two accessor, standard accessor methods. So accessors for guildhouse owner used when spawning. Guildhouses. Okay, so this function will so just like that. And so we will now on the other side we will do set guildhouse owner to this. Okay, so this should work now. I mean, it should work. This piece should be fine. Then then after we do this, we go not here, we go here, right? Assuming that we have set properly the owner, and all of this is to be tested because at the moment it's only on paper, right? So we don't know if this thing is actually working as expected or not. But so if we should teleport to the guildhouse input, load guild position. Okay, so here we change it, right? So that we don't use clients anymore because we don't have it. And this load guildhouse position, we have to change also the signature. And so IPS character will not be there anymore. And instead of that, we will do guild manager get guildhouse owner. Okay, so this will be the owner when we spawn the new guildhouses. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I think that is pretty good. Let me go back. So now this will be fine, and if we have a result, okay, so all of this needs to be tested. Now if we get that position, so let's assume that this works, okay, so we get the position where we need to spawn the player, then the rest will be transformation, no. No. I can do. Where is this pause coming from? This pause is not coming from anywhere. So yeah, exactly, because I need to change this, you know, and this translation I have to do it after. I have to do it after, otherwise I will not have my positions. And here I need to do position. Why is not saying that this pause is not valid? I don't understand. This pause should be not valid at the moment, right? Unless I'm blind, but I don't see it, so why is not? this thing. Why saying that pause is valid? I can compile and we see that it's not valid, but let me compile it 1 second. Let me compile what we have, but this pause should not be valid. Hello, Gian. Holy shit, you did points and it worked. So that the bot after 1 hour, after 1 hour and 30 minutes, the bot decided to join. Unbelievable. He joined with you, by the way. The bot joined with you, Gian. I don't know why. Because now I see it in the, well, with you, I don't know. I did a start and stop. I did a start and stop like 10 minutes ago on the website for the bot, and it's actually kind of working now. I'm happy that the bot is working sometimes, but the YouTube one is super bad. I think that is just the fact that YouTube has been born as a video archive and not as a live streaming application, you know, live streaming website. So this guy is still giving the errors before I did the change. Okay. No, I don't get it. Ah, I didn't change it. So he is right. I changed only the implementation, not the signature of the method, the declaration. I think basically the way... Hello, Maui. Hey. How are you? Now we need to decide what to do with the points. They said YouTube API limitation on what? On working properly? So like the API is working only at 50% of the time. What does it mean? So like it works only sometimes. So sometimes it joins, sometimes it does. It's like non-reliable UDP messages, you know? So that sometimes it does it, other times, maybe not. Sometimes fine, not, and slow. Yeah, why would they don't change it? I think they don't change it because they want people to go to Twitch. I think they have a devil pact with Twitch, and the programmers are not fixing the thing. La la la. Dun 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 dun. is a good one of Dark Souls for now. Because you know the Dark Souls songs are like very nice, but they tend to get annoying very quickly. So they escalate, you know, they escalate like so much. Ah, pause undeclared identifier. That's exactly what I wanted to say. That pause is undeclared identifier. Can I have .x? What is this? There is a vector, right? So I think we need to do. Oops. I think if I don't put this before, it's getting annoyed. And can I have an XYZ? And can I have an XYZ? Gion, I don't know if you are, yeah, they lost their battle to Twitch. Yeah, I know, but they lost the battle for sure. But maybe they didn't lose the war yet. But yeah, I don't know. Twitch for streaming is very good. But you know what? I'm getting more viewers on YouTube. I don't know why. I think that people interested in development or anyway in science or weird stuff are more looking at YouTube than Twitch. So Twitch is usually associated to games and art, like art and music. There is a lot of people that are actually performing arts, you know, like playing guitar, singing, and all that kind of stuff on Twitch. So it's more what is saying is making me crazy. Cannot convert parameter 1 from actor pointer to actor pointer. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do the thing. I just need you to return what you need to return. I need you to return the thing. Must have a classification. What do you mean by a classification? I mean a classification. You just need to have the thing, you know? What the fuck you want? Give me my X, Y, and Z. Ah, it's so hard. Why do they make it so hard? Okay, so now we can test it, I think. Now we are at the point of testing. So we need to test if the... yes, I wanted to ask you this, Gian. So, reading the internet, they say that if you spawn an actor... Why? What do you mean to unresolved externals? Guild manager said guildhouse owner. You don't find it. You don't find it. Come on. It's there. He doesn't find it. He doesn't find it. What was it in cash manager? What was it? Cash manager. Doesn't find it. Okay. No problem. We can add it right away. It's very stupid, doesn't find it. So I was saying, that reading the internet, they say that if you have a war composition, okay, if you have your war composition and made of many things, right? made of many things, and so let's say we only have 6, okay? And then you have your persistent world, right? The persistent world is something that exists always, and it is the persistent world, right? Persistent level or whatever. So, and you have an actor here, right? You have an actor here, another actor here, another. When you are using spawn actor from code, the actor automatically goes into the persistent level, unless you specify the owner. So if I want the spawned actor to be spawned in a sub level, in a streaming level, in a sub level streaming level, then I need to set the owner to something that exists in this streaming level, and then my new spawn actor will also belong to this streaming level. I don't know if that is something that you may agree with or you know, but I'm assuming that is true. That is what so I assume that is true, and so what I'm doing, I'm generating, oh my god, why doesn't unresolved external symbol, I didn't implement it, I didn't implement it. I think it's not just the include, it's just that I didn't implement it. Really? Yeah, but because I got distracted, okay? It's because I got distracted, that's why, okay? So it's only for that, it's not that, whatever, it's just that I got distracted, and so I didn't implement it, and obviously saying that it does not exist. Because if it doesn't exist, doesn't exist, you know? Do you like it like this, or you think it's shit like this? Do you want it like this? You can make it like this. Why I'm opening the wrong brackets? I need to resolve this freaking microphone problem, because I have the mic. I would like to send you a picture of my setup, but basically I have a microphone that is between me and the keyboard, and this is extremely annoying because I cannot use the keyboard. I mean, I can, but it's not very handy, so I need to change this thing. I need to have a microphone which is coming from the side, you know, so that my hands can go to the keyboard without getting into the microphone. So when you see me typing something wrong, like now I pressed P instead of pressing the open brackets, it's because the microphone was kind of in between, so, and I missed the key. I use spawn helper inside that level. I use a spawn helper inside that level. I don't understand what you said. So you mean that you can do like level dot spawn, something like that? I mean, there is a function that you can call in the streaming level class that is so automatically spawning inside of that. That's what you said? I don't know. I don't know. He's thinking, huh? He's thinking. The problem is that, dude, should I really do a streaming PC? Because you see my CPU. It is the result of giving you music, of giving you a tiger face or an Enkidukai face, and that's it. Your spawn manager uses spawn helper actor to spawn inside a sublevel. Maybe that's the way to do it. I don't know. They told me if you assign the owner, it should work. But which is an actor part of the sublevel. Ah, okay. So the actor part of the so you have a spawner helper actor which is part of the sublevel. Ah, okay. So yeah. So basically, what you're saying is that yeah, and you assign the owner of the spawned actor to your spawn helper actor? I assume yes, so probably it's the same as I'm doing here. Okay, let's see if... So the first thing I want to see, we can test it now. The first thing I want to see if it's inside Cache Manager, right? When we get the preload guild, whatever, preload guild info. So I want to put a breakpoint here and see if we get this. Because what I'm really wondering is if when the server is starting, if he already has the levels loaded or not, or if he's loading them in a separate thread. And so I cannot get this owner because it's not loaded yet. So because the sequence is the server is starting, is loading the NPCs, loading the items, is loading whatever, and then I see, then it's finishing the loading, right? But then I see a streaming level request, which starts to run, you know, it starts to say streaming level, streaming level, streaming level, streaming level. Now my actor is inside one of those streaming levels, but I would like to get that actor immediately. Not only when the level is loaded, I would like to get it immediately. So I don't know what will happen, but we'll see it now. We will see it now. If he gets it, boom. GG. Why I didn't like it? It needs a valid array. Okay. Fair enough. I was thinking it would create it, but it didn't. The problem is that should I do new object? I don't know how to do it, boys. Should I do it? Should I do it like this? And then here I'm passing the address. I'm a bit confused about that. Maybe yes. Maybe yes, no, huh? It was too easy, huh? Yes, because now, okay, then probably it worked. It's less than 1. Fuck it. Do you think it's like this? No, huh? He wants the child of the... Okay. No, it doesn't. What do you want? What do you want? I need to create an array, okay? I created an array. Now, tell me, how do you want me to pass this freaking array? By reference, by pointer, by the friend of pointer, by the brother of the pointer, by the father of the pointer, by the sister of the pointer. Okay, by no pointer. Okay, good. As long as you like it, it's fine. You know, pointers are easy. You have 3 options. You try all the 3 options and it's done. It's not a matter of understanding too much what is going on. When you have like pointer of a structure which points to something else, you know, you just try them all, and at the end the one that works you use. Okay, I should not say that because this will immediately remove viewers from the channel. Okay, so let me see if this thing is returning something. Cannot log guildhouse actor. GG. So you see, my actor is not there because the level is not loaded yet. There is a problem. There is a problem. There is a problem. There is a problem. How do I do this then? I want an actor. I want an actor which is that is inside the streaming level. And the level probably has not been streamed yet for the server. That's pretty bad. How do I detect if a streaming level is loaded? Detect, I mean, streaming level done. I don't know. Isn't there a simple way to determine when a streaming level? Yeah, exactly. Or I do it in the blueprint of the level, which is a bit weird, but maybe is the best way, you know. So I do it in the begin play of the level blueprint. I do the guild manager thing. Yeah, probably that's the best idea. What do you think? I think it's the best idea. Because I have an actor inside the sub level, and when the server is starting, I'm trying to get that. Isn't a simple way to determine when the streaming level is finished? It's all random. I bring my character to work on position level by spawning an actor into a position. The open world system starts to stream the level in. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Polling is a good solution. No, please. On level loaded. On level loaded I like. No, but you think that at the begin play, which is the actor part of the sub level? I have an actor. I created an actor just for that. I created an actor inside the sub level, which is just sitting there, is doing nothing. It's just, which is called guildhouse owner. It's an actor that is sitting there doing nothing, and his only purpose is to be the owner of my guildhouses, right? And now I want to get that actor, so I assigned a tag to my actor, and I'm doing get actor by tag. So it's this guy. It's this guy. It's nothing. It's just an empty. It doesn't have anything. It's just an actor sitting there in the middle of the guildhouse level. And I want to get the reference to this early on when I'm loading the server, so that then later on I can use it. The problem is that I tried now to do it. I try not to do it in the begin play, not in the begin play, in the Yeah. Anyway, we are inside. Game state begin play, right? We are inside game state begin play, but somehow, some way, the levels are not loaded yet. The levels are not loaded yet. So I think that probably the only way for me will be to do it in the begin play of this level. Or is there another way? And by the way, is the begin play when the level is loaded, or the begin play when the level is... And those actor helpers send events, then they... Wait a second. Your spawn manager is a subsystem, okay? And those actor helpers send events when they loaded, and how I'm doing, I'm not sure it's the best way. It depends how the system went. I can try to do it here. I mean, here we are experimenting, okay? So there is no right and wrong, there is no failure or success. It's just a matter of understanding things. So let's do this. Let's try to print out something when this level is getting loaded, okay? We can print here begin play of guildhouse level, right? And by the way, we should do it only if it's dedicated server, because otherwise, if you're on the client side, obviously this will fail miserably when I then try to call the server function. So let's do this. Then there was also a nice on level loaded. No. On level loaded, unloaded level. Unloaded level. Unloaded level. Level. On level loaded. Assign on level loaded. Assign on level loaded. Bind event on level loaded. Bind event on level loaded, yeah. Yeah, but I want to do it only once. It's not that every time, you know, that we load this level. Well, we are server side, so we will load it only once, right? Yes, I think so. So I can also do this. Why not? And I can do set guild owner. No, I need to add a new event. Set guild owner, okay? So, and then this one, for now, we just print something, but in reality, so level, no, guildhouse level loaded. Okay, but in reality this one should call my, and I will make it then a blueprint callable function at that point, because I will then have to call it. Right? If this works, or you don't like, it doesn't like me at all because the server is running. It doesn't like me. Doesn't. Okay. This blueprint itself is not a level streaming. The for target must have a connection. I mean, what do you mean it's not level streaming? It's me. What was the example saying? Get streaming level name. I mean, it's me. It's this level. Get streaming level. Why he wants the name? Why he wants the name? If I change this name, then I'm fucked. Why cannot just get himself? This is bad. I don't want to give this name, but I will give it. But sounds like shit. Why I have to go for strings? I don't like strings. Okay. We will do it this way and see what happens if everything explodes. Okay, let's try to start it and see, okay? We will check the log and see what it prints out. And in which sequence, because the important point is the sequence. So what is happening? If you do it in begin, you don't need that event. I will try. I tried both, so I want to see if the begin play is happening before or after. It's happening here. You see what is happening? It's happening just 1 second before. So begin play of Guildhouse, but you see that the request level is just after that. So by the way, it's not even loading that, man. Ah no, it's here. Ah, it's here. No, it's done before. It's done before. Okay, so in the begin play, in theory, we should have it already. We should have it already loaded, because you see that it's loading it before, and then it's printing this. I mean, it's not a lot of milliseconds after, but it's enough milliseconds after. So I think that, and also the other one, the loaded thingy is not printed ever. Okay, so I think begin play is good enough. Okay, so if that's the case, this must be Dark Souls 3, eh? Dark Souls 3. Is this song too annoying? Listen to this song and tell me if we should remove it from the list. If it's too annoying. Okay, I think at the end we will remove all of them. The Dark Souls 3. I think these are the songs where you have the bosses, you know, so you're fighting a boss, so he has to be super epic, and he has to be super tension, you know, like you are in tension. But for the game development stream, I think it's a bit too much. What I was doing, I lost myself. Okay, yes, in the begin play is enough. So I need to expose a method that we can call. Should we do it on Cache Manager? Should we do it on begin state? I think I would like to do it in here. In this shit, no? Or in game mode, or in whatever. Because I don't have a player there. I don't have a player. So what can I call? What can I call? What can I call here that is replicated? I mean, that is available. What can I call that is? No, I don't need it replicated. I'm already on dedicated server. I just need. Oh my god, this song, bro. I will remove it. It's so annoying. It's called Dark Souls 3 216. Dark Souls 3 216. Okay, I will remove it. Delete it. We already removed 4 or 5 in this thing. Oh, Skyrim I think is much better. So we just need to call something. Can I access my game state, or can I access my? What can I access from this level blueprint, right? Can I access my game state? Yes, I can. Can I access my game mode? Yes, I can. So it's the same basically. So I can. So here I will have, you know. So I can create a new. I will have to cast it though. I will have to cast it to my. Where is the best place? I don't know. I mean, logically, I think. Should I do it here? Should I do it on game mode, on game state, or should I do it on something else? For sure I cannot do it on player controller, because player controller doesn't exist. I could even do it here on pregame helper, but I don't think, but this class is not exposed to, is this class exposed to, is a U actor component. I could do it here. I don't like it doing it because why this thing is a U actor component? So game state, game mode. So game mode is how your game works. So you can say, for example, I have 7 players. I have, I have a maximum of 7 players. It is capture the flag mode, whatever, you know. So that is game mode. Game state is more of how many players are actually connected. Is the server up or not? I don't know. Is the, you know, this kind of thing. So what do we need to do? Is it more game mode? Is it more game state? I have no idea. But we added a lot of function in game mode. So like generate name, we added it here. So let's use this because in game state we didn't add anything. It's empty. So let's use game mode. Okay, makes sense? Makes sense. Okay, let's use game mode. So in game mode at the end, somewhere like, I don't know, somewhere like here, we will add the set guildhouse owner actor, okay, which will return void and will be a blueprint freaking callable thing. So will be, what is it? Yeah, a blueprint callable category. Well, category, I have no idea. Category plane shift. I don't know. Do we have a category plane shift? I think we have a medium categories. Do we have a plane shift, a generic plane shift category? We have a plane shift pre-game. Or plane shift duty. Plane shift pre-game I think is good. Plane shift pre-game. Plane shift pre-game. I think also this one should be plane shift pre-game. No, this is character creation. Because yes, it's generated now. Okay, plane shift pre-game. So what I want to pass in, I want to pass in an A actor, which is called owner, which is actually a pointer to this, and yeah, and we will pass that in. And this one, then we will implement. And what we will do, we will implement it like at the bottom of everything. And we will call it like this, and like this, and like this, and we will do guild manager set parsing file. Parsing file. Parsing file. Okay, parsing file. I just go manually. 5 parsing files. Is a set. I just added it. Is set guildhouse owner. Okay. So it's set guildhouse owner, and we pass in the owner, and that's it. We assume the guild manager is available, obviously, but That's the only thing we can do. And that's it. So that's good. So we can just now stop everything and recompile. And I know I don't like this. Fuck it. And I will never remember that I placed it here. I will never remember. It will be one day. It will be one day that I will be like searching for this, and I would say like, why? Where did I place that? It's impossible to find. Where the hell did I place this owner? I don't remember. Where is this owner? Where the hell is it? I think it will happen. And then I will say, he's inside the level blueprint. And I will say, why the hell the level blueprint? Okay. He's shadowing something. He's shadowing. He's shadowing, boys. Do you want to know how many points you have on the channel? You can do !points. The next question is, what are the points used for? I don't know yet. But they will be used for something. Maybe for prizes, I don't know, maybe for gifts, maybe for I don't know, making me do something. Maybe it will be used to name an NPC. Maybe it will be used to name an item. So like you use 5,000 points, you give a name to an NPC in the game. I don't know. You can do something like that. Maybe use your points and you decide, I don't know, you decide something. So having points is important, you know? It's very relevant. Do you want to know who are the ones with the top points? Look at this. In Twitch, because there are two different categories. In Twitch, we have Lurks. I think that Lurks is, by the way, a bot. Is it giving points to people or not? But I think it does. Also YouTube did it. No, but this Lurks is a bot. This Lurks is a bot. And Commander Root is also a bot. It's impossible that he's present in both streams. And Plan Shift is me. I can remove those things. Let me just confirm that these people are bots. Streamlabs, bots, Lurks. Who is Lurks? Who is Lurks? I just started streaming over the past 2 weeks and I keep popping up. I checked out Lurks' channel and it just seems like a whole bunch of people asking each other for follow. And the stream itself seems to be showing stats about giveaway. If this is an actual person or a bot. It's a host bot. Lurks is a bot that joins every channel. You can remove it by typing Lurks, please leave my channel. Yeah, but what they do? Lurks is a bot that joins every channel. In its case, trying to get people to check out its channel, to check out its host raffle services. What the? People are really crazy in this world. People are really crazy in this world. What the fuck? fuck? What the fuck? Looks really my channel. And the other guy, Commander Root. Who the fuck is Commander Root? For sure is another bot. Commander Root watch my stream. Doesn't even know who is he. He's watching my stream for some reason. He's the brother of Electrical Skateboard. Which is probably another bot, you know? I don't know. Is one of those support small streamed watch bots. He logs the data. My problem is that if I remove them, maybe they are doing something, you know, maybe they're bots that are actually logging stats, you know. I don't want to remove them if they are useful, you know. But what I can do, which is very easy, I can clear their points. I can clear their points. So if I go under loyalty and I go here and I delete the points for all the ones. Look at that, huh? Look at that. Look at that. Look at my powers. Look at my powers. Another view. Also this guy named another viewer. So the problem is, how do we win versus the bots? Because the bots are kind of winning here. And also myself. I have to remove myself as well, right? Okay, I did it. I think now. I think I killed all the bots. So let me try now. Let me try now to top. You see? Dino, I don't know. Dino looks like a person. Rubber Slayer, I think looks like a person. Lemon Juice, I have no idea. This could be people. This could be people on Twitch. Now the YouTube one will take like 10 minutes and then he will answer, but I guess he will answer one day. I guess he will. Okay, succeeded compiling, by the way, which is what we wanted. I think he has like a timeout, so you cannot ask for the top too often, so we need to do it like in 3 or 4 minutes, I don't know. But yeah, all the people, now all the bots should be removed. I don't know if I like this Dark Souls music. Probably not. Blueprints. Come on, you can do it. Level blueprint. Okay, so here we go in game state, we said. Or game mode. Game mode, we said game mode. Game mode. We go in game mode. And we cast it to plane shift something. And Gion is the highest one. Is the highest one. With 167. Well, the reason is that I gifted. There is also plane shift official that I have to remove. I will remove. Maui? Why Maui so little? Maui, why you so little? You just joined to say hello and then you leave, huh? I discovered you. Or maybe it's not giving you points. I don't know. Like Jerry was here a lot. I'm wondering why only 5 points. Jerry was here. No, but Jerry moved to Twitch. That's why. In fact, Jerry has a lot of points on Twitch. Well, maybe it works. Maybe it works. Yes, we know he's saying hello and then he's leaving. But it's okay, huh? But I think I can do it. I think I can do it as well on the Streamlabs. I think I can check every person and see the time and everything. The chat. If you go to the moderator view, I think it's insane. It gives you so many information about everyone. I like this music. This game I never played, but I got the music because it's a good music. Now watch time, I think there is something different from watch time. It's called, or maybe I have to add it. I think it's hours now. I don't remember. No. I think watch time has to be added. By default, it's not there. Okay, so we set the guildhouse owner, right? We set the guildhouse owner, and the guildhouse owner will be I'm very stupid. Well, I can also do it like this, though. I can also do it like this, instead of doing the search in C++, right? Maybe in C++ it's a bit quicker, but I think it's the same. I think it's the same, it's just calling one function, boys. Get all actors with tag. I think we can do it here. Let's do it here. This one is calling C++ anyway, so... Why I need to do it? Why I need to do it here when I can do it there? Down, down. Yeah, actually I'm already doing it like this, so what is the thing? I don't remember. Where did I do the get all actors with? I was trying to do it here, but it was a bad idea, exactly. So this one I should remove. I can just copy this. Okay, and here we just get the first one. And we set it here. Now, if it's empty, it's a problem, but it should never be empty. Should always... So we do this only if it's dedicated server, huh? Okay. I think it's fine. So this thing should go, and we can print out something just for because otherwise we will not. Then so we can say guildhouse owner. We can print his name. I don't know. I think by default he gets the object name, yeah, the display name. Okay, I think it's fine. Top hours, yes, top hours should give you the but if you are not in the top 10, then you cannot know yours, you know. So because now everything is low, but I think it's wrong anyway. 1 hour and 42 for you. 1 hour and 42. I think it's wrong. Maybe because it started only, maybe it's because it's only the last 2 streams, yes, for sure. Yeah, it's only the time where the bot was here, so yeah, so probably it's correct. Maui 17 minutes and then he ran away. He just said hello and then he ran away. Maui, why? Maui, why? Yeah, we can see what people do. We can see what people do. Okay, so I'm calling this, which is then calling this. So I should remove all this shit from here because it's not gonna work. So all of this, boom, GG. And then it should work already, right? So at 11 begin play, he goes there, he calls this, he calls set guildhouse actor, set guildhouse actor goes into my guild manager and set it, and set the owner, and so everything should work fine. Now, we can debug this. Now, after we have the owner set, because this is only the beginning of the problem, because it is only having the owner set, but then when we have the owner set, we should check if when our player joins the game, we are spawning the guild house in the right place. Which I have no idea how to check, but I think it will stay in the persistent level forever. We will never know. We will never know. I mean, one way would be to go far away and ask for the list of objects loaded at that particular time. And so we will get the... yeah, that would be the way. What is this? PS item. Yeah, these are other breakpoints that I was using when I... ah! He's already here. Ah, it's actually a valid object. A actor guildhouse owner _2. Now the question is why _2? Why _2? I mean, why there are two? There are two. I mean, there cannot be two levels, huh? Why _2? I don't know why _2. Should be _0. I don't know. But anyway, if he's sitting there, anyway, we have the actor. He's sitting there. He's fine. You should call it only once, by the way. We could have also kind of execute once just to be sure, but on the server side it should happen only once. In fact, you see it's happening only once. Now let's try to log in with someone. So if I log in with someone now, right? We will hit the user manager code for enter guildhouse. So here, and here we will get this function, yes, which will go into guild manager, which will then go guildhouse manager, which will then go here and get, okay, so here is when we assign the owner, okay, and we will assign the owner, so maybe we can even, you know, check this and see if the owner is properly set. But I think yes, I think there is no reason why it should not be set, so it will be set. Yeah, it should be _0, I know. Why there are 3 spawn? I mean, I don't understand why there are 3 spawned there. Unless I spawned it 2 times before testing, and now that the actual object is that name. Maybe it's the name of the object, I don't know, I can check. I can check it later. Are we already spawning in the guild house? No, we didn't. We spawned here, but it was looking like. Okay, let me try the thing. Let me try the thing. So if I right click and enter, the owner is valid, is guildhouse 2, okay. I don't care about this, you can go, no, go. Boom! Why? Why? Why this failed? Because maybe the client was already disconnected? I don't understand why it failed here. Why it failed here? This should get the... position is now. Yes. Yes. He's always right. He's always freaking right. He wants a new vector. I never understand too much this thing. I think I should learn it once and forever. But because we passed it by reference and you know. But we should have 2 of those, huh? There should be another place, which is this one. It cannot be null. It cannot be null. It's not assigning it to a null vector. I mean, it's not creating the vector, so I have to create it myself, which is okay. I don't know why it's named _2, but as long as it's not executing the piece of code twice or 3 times, I think I'm fine. He can call it as he wants. Okay, I think that now it may work. Okay, so do we want to start it in debug mode or not? Let me check one thing first. Is our character in instance 97 or not? No, at the moment it's still in instance. So at the moment it's in instance 0. Okay, let's start it normally. I think it will work. The normal entrance through the door, I think it will work fine. Then we need to understand the one, not, you know, the other one. Because the problem is that I fear that it will start to fall down. And if it starts to fall down, it's definitely a problem. is definitely a big problem, because we are loading this thing on the fly. I don't know if it's happening before or after the player joins. That's a kind of an issue. That's a kind of an issue. So here we are in the main city. So it should be standard loading, no issue. Why is calculating distance fields now? I don't know. It is probably the last valid position. So now I enter. Okay, and I'm in, okay? So now everything should work as expected. And I have my item loaded, which is perfect, right? I have my item loaded there, which is that X. Now I will wait a few seconds, so my position is getting saved to the database. But I think it will be saved already. Yeah, so now we are in instance 97, right? So now we are here. So I can quit. So now the server has the guildhouse loaded at the moment, so that's the easy case, but let's test it anyway, okay? Because the guildhouse is loaded at the moment, but let's test it anyway. So let's connect with a guildhouse already loaded. I think this will not fail. But then we will do the next test, which is the really interesting one. So we will restart the server, and the guildhouse will not be there, and so the server has to load it on the fly and then put the character in it. Why I'm below ground, no idea. It's still loading. Boom! The server crashed. Holy shit, bro. For some reason, the server crashed. Is this log? The server crashed. Fuck, it crashed on the weather. Come on! Why do you need to crash on the weather now? Fuck it. It crashed on receiver. I think I fixed this bug though already. When the sector is not present, right? Let me see. PS character gen. That's a bit weird. I think there is an event that was valid before the character disconnected from the server and then he connected back. I think I know where is this. I think that this is the... this can be an hard one to find, because this one seems to be referring to the previous character that was loaded. That's a bit of a mess. That's a bit of a mess. But anyway, let's test the second case then, the one where we actually load the server for the first time. And so the guildhouse is not loaded, but the character wants to load into the guildhouse because the character is 97, you see, so he's there. and the server does not have the guildhouse loaded. He has the level loaded. But it does not have the specific instance of the guildhouse loaded. Okay, so restarting, blah blah blah. Now we started. Okay, now we go. So here a few things may happen. Fuck, I think it happened what I didn't want it to happen. Fuck. It happened what I did not want to happen, which is the guildhouse was not loaded in time or something like that. The character started to fall, and so he got teleported into the main world. That's very, very bad. That's very, very bad, because I think it invalidates the theory. Okay, so let's see the sequence of events. Okay, server side. So server side, what happened is that but I think I didn't even. This is the server log, huh? I didn't even spawn the guild. No, it's impossible. Wait a second. There's too much. It's too much log. Let me search for guild here. Guildhouse stamp. Okay, beginning. Okay. No, I didn't spawn it. It is very strange. Okay, I think we need to run it in debug, because it didn't try to create the guildhouse. It did not try to create it, even if the character was inside of it. So I think I will do a small trick. I will just change this to 97 and sector 8. The coordinates will be wrong, but I don't care. I just want to see if my check actually works or something else is fucked up. Even if the coordinates may be a problem. No. I think it's fine. I think I can try to test it this way and see. I will launch it with debug, and what we want to see is in the pre-game helper, when we do the check in the pre-game helper, when we do the check here, if lock instance greater than 0, right? So this should work. This should be triggered and actually try to load the guildhouse, and it should print few things like loading guild, blah blah blah. But it seems it did not, which is very strange. Maybe when we created a sub-function, we didn't fix it properly. I mean, we introduced some bugs when I created the sub-function. It could be, huh? Wow, this song is 42 minutes. So basically, if we hit this song, we will have the same song for 42 minutes. Wow. Which is just a generic background, outdoors background of sky. Okay, so we load with 97. Now I want the trigger to trigger. Fuck, it didn't trigger, boys. No, there is something not working here then. This one didn't trigger. So it means that I don't have the guildhouse loaded yet, or there is some weird stuff. Oops. There is some weird stuff going on. By the way, why it puts me... Let me get a valid position inside the guildhouse. Let me get a valid position inside the guildhouse. Now, thank you. And now I know. Now, yes, but I want to see it on startup, on loading, you know? That's what I want to see. What the fuck? We need to redo this level, by the way. This state is super small. Cannot go through it. Okay, let's stay here a second. So it is the position that is getting saved. So this will be the position saved, and okay, I think he saved it. I can close it. Now I will stop the server because it is the thing, you know. So I want to stop the server and ensure that trigger in pregame helper here. Unless why you are not watching me, boys? Why you are not watching me? There is I changed this, but I didn't change the value. So it was reading something that it was not lock instance. It was lock rotation, which was 0 probably. Let me see, guildhouses di Mercury. I mean, are also in the game so small? In Amnedair? I don't know, because they seems to be, in theory they should be the same size, but it feels super small. I mean, it feels like, at least for a Kran, it looks like he's very, very, very small. I have to crouch, you know, to go through the first arch. I have to crouch to go through. Now, then inside it, I mean, the lower level is okay, but Gion became addicted to the points. I knew it. I knew someone would become addicted to the point. That's why I did it. We have the scale in ours, and it's so annoying. We have the scale with the scale, the Libra, the scale in the middle of the thing. Now we can make it optional, but there are two guildhouses. Why you have the one with the scale? Because there are two guildhouses which look exactly the same. One is with the Libra and the other is without. So you could get the one without in theory. What I'm doing, I'm launching the client. You can get the one without and go with that. And the geometry is identical. Okay, so now we want to know why the hell. Oh fuck! I think no, it's this one. It was this one. Huh? Yeah, I think this bug will fix it. Let's see. You can request a change of guildhouse. I mean, I think we can do it fairly easily. Fairly easily? I don't know. Because all the items... all the items are placed in the other one. I don't know, maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, it is loading the thing. Ah, yes! Yes! The only thing, it didn't keep my position. But it worked, huh? So it loaded me in a guildhouse that was not loaded at that time. So he loaded it on the fly. He loaded it on the fly, and then he put me into it, which is very good, very very good. So the theory is safe. The theory is safe. So the theory works. Now the problem we have is for some reason it didn't keep my position. Now I don't know if it's related only to the fact that maybe it was not saved, or it's just really sending me to the starting position. 9981 9864. It's sending me to the entrance. Let me check. So load guildhouse and spawn position. Because I'm returning the position. Ah yes, because when I'm in the pre-game helper. Yeah. When I'm in the pre-game helper, in reality, I should not use this, because if I use this, I'm getting it from the spawn position. No, okay. I should use mine. Huh? I should use my position. Yes. Use my position, and well, choose my position. Yes. I should use my position. The only problem is we don't know. So why we get a result? I mean, what may fail in here? It may fail for very fundamental reasons. I mean, if this is failing, basically means that the guildhouse is not working. So it should never fail, right? So if it fails here, it's GG. So let's just do this and stop this and quit this and save this. So now we are on the lower level. I think that now we will load into the lower level. If I don't have a position, no, but I have a position anyway, because I'm getting the position from the database. And anyway, if the position is invalid, we are going to fall down. And if we are falling down, we are getting teleported. So we already have the safe cases, covered. So I think it's okay. It should never happen anyway that the guildhouse is not loading. I mean, if the guildhouse is not loading, this is something very bad. So we need to stop the server and fix it. So it's one of those cases where we should even stop the server. Because it's like GG. Top points. Dino. Dino is also. Do you think that Dino is also a bot? Fuck, if I have to fight bots all the time, but they don't count as viewers, as you can see, they don't count as viewers. So some people, like Commander Root, for example, there is Commander Root that came back with 40 points because he's watching. He's a bot and stream bots, but they don't count as viewers. So I don't have 10 viewers on Twitch at the moment, right? I think I have 0 or 1 or 2. But they still count for points. I don't know why. They should put the option to... Wow! It worked, boys! Perfectly! Claps. Okay, so... it works very nice. So we are loading into a guild house, which originally was not loaded into the server, and it's basically working. So there is nothing broken, you know. It's working okay. Then something else will break, I'm sure, but I think it's GG. I think it's GG. So we loaded. So we fixed also this case. Wow. Wow. I'm amazed. Now, there is another question, which is a very good question. So wait a second. Let's go back to this. So player joins directly in the guild house. Done. So at the moment we don't have any other things to do here. So we did everything. Now you know the only problem now, the real problem. Well, we can test it with multiple guild houses, huh? Maybe having a test with multiple will be a good idea just to see if things fuck up or not. But I will leave that for another day, I think, because I just want to put in the core systems, and then if we need to tune them, refine them, whatever, maybe also someone else can join and do it. I just want to be sure that I put in the core of the core, so all the stuff that we really need, and then the rest we fix later. So when the player opens the door, then yeah, so this is when the player opens the door. I don't need this anymore because now they are next to each other. So this thing is done. This thing is done. This thing is done. It's very nice. The next question, which is the biggest question I have in my mind, is what about the pre-existing items? Because that will be the mess, you know. That will be the real mess. Because this is an open point, you know. How to move the items from PS Legacy guilds to PS Unreal guilds. This is a big question because I can do it. So or we do it with how did I call the stream? Multiple guild houses and items. Yeah, because the items problem, exactly. By the way, we didn't do the multiple guild houses, we did only one. But anyway, the items, because we have some functions, we have some commands that the game master can use to massively move items from one location to another. So something that I can think, you know, is, because this could be a problem. Something that I can think is the following. If I have to think about it a bit, But if I have a guild house, and this guild house is full of items, in PS Legacy, right? If I have this thing in PS Legacy and it's full of items and is in a specific position, well, actually the good thing is that the coordinate system of the guild houses in Legacy is exactly the same, because so all guild houses of the same type are in the same place, because the instancing mechanism was working, right? So all the coordinates are exactly identical between all the old guild houses. So here you have actually 1, 2, 3. You know, this thing are repeated. There are like multiple guild houses. I don't know how to do it, but there are multiple guild houses. No, like this is shit. Yeah, there are multiple guild houses, right? Which are all pointing to the same coordinate system, but they have obviously different items inside. Now, what I can do, I can have the items. I can have the items relocated, not the guild house, but I can have the items relocated, only the items relocated somewhere in the 3D world. I mean, in a place where, and then, so I can relocate them in PS Unreal, and then I can move them manually, and then I can move them. I don't know, it's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess. Then I spawn it only. What are you saying? Then you just spawn the item selected against that location. Yeah, but I mean, the point is that I need to permanently relocate the items to the right locations, okay? Because I don't want to translate the items every time the server starts or whatever, you know. So they have to be permanently moved in the right coordinates. These items, right? They need to go in the right location, and they have to go there, because then when the player is dropping new items or is moving these items, they should get the right coordinates, right? So I have these coordinates, I have these items floating, so I can get these items coordinates. Now I will have then to do the translation for every guild house. We don't have so many, there are like 26 or 30. I mean, it's not an infinite number, it's a finite number. So I could, I could do a query in the database. So let me get one. What was the guild name? Guilds. No, but I have to go in the production database. If I go in the production database, because I think these items, these items. It's not that easy, Jim, but yeah, the idea is that, but there is a rotation and translation involved. So I mean, I already have the formula to remap the positions between is this thing. So I have it already. Okay, so I can translate coordinates of 2 points between two different coordinate systems. Okay, if that makes sense. So meaning that here you have a coordinate system, and here you have another coordinate system, which are translated in x and y, but they are also rotated in space, excluding the z, obviously, excluding the vertical, because they are sitting on the same plane, okay? But they are the coordinate system of this thing is different than this one. But I have already this math done. So if I take a PS Legacy map with 2 points, actually I need 2 points, x and x1 and x2, right? 2 points in a plane. I can translate it to, and I take the same position in PS Unreal. So I know 2 points. I know 2 points, one here and one here, and I have the same points here that, for example, are like this. Then I have the math. I have the math to do the translation, and the math is not that easy. You have to build a rotation matrix. You have to do a freaking million calculations, but it's automatic at the moment. I put the numbers here. I get the results equal here. Okay, to do the rotation, and it should work pretty much okay. The problem is that here we are in a smaller scale, but I think it will work anyway, even in the smaller scale. By the way, the server crashed, I think. Even in a smaller scale, I think it will work. Now the question is, so yes, I need to take all the instances of the guilds, of the guild houses. I need to take all the instances and do the formula for each, you know. So for each I need to go to the translation matrix and put it in a place. And also I have to assign it an ID, because this thing in PS Unreal, this thing will sit in different spaces. So it will be one here, one here, one here, one here, and so on. So I need to translate these items, some here, some here, some here, depending on how, you know, depending on the location of the thing. So I'm just thinking if there is another way, or this is the only way. If I should do it like this, or if there is another way. Because the other way, so one way is to use the translation, the calculation, I don't know how to call it, this thing, the coordinates calculation, okay? So one thing is to use the coordinates calculation, and we do it here, we do it here, we do it here, we do it here, okay? So we do it 3 times for the 3 guild houses, for example. And then we will have, hopefully we will have the items in the right locations. Assuming the 0, 0, 0, but anyway, assuming that we find the right coordinates, we find a way to map it. This is one way. Another way that I was thinking originally, but probably is a bad idea, is to say, don't worry, move all the items in their current coordinates. And then use the item modify command that we have. To move those items in a specific location. But this means there will be a manual thing. So like the game master will find these items in PS Unreal, and we'll have to, like, with the mass move, because we are able to mass move items. With the mass move, we'll have to move it here. The problem is that I'm pretty sure that the mass move doesn't do rotation. No, I saw it would be a mess. The mass move is not doing rotations, so it's not able to rotate the whole thing. You know, to rotate this whole thing like 90 degrees. I mean, each individual item, yes, but we need to move the whole thing, you know, because here the coordinate system is different and the guild houses are rotated differently. Well, the other thing is, are we sure the guild houses are rotated differently? Because I can position the guild house the way I want. These guild houses here, I can position the way I want in Unreal. But anyway, I think with the coordinates calculation will be anyway easier. I don't think I have to do it for a millions. I think I have to do it only for the ones that are requesting it. So like, I will not do it for all immediately. I will do it only for the ones that are asking for the guild house or they are using the guild house. So all the ones that are obsolete, they will just GG out. The items will stay where they are, and if then they become active, I will do the translation for them. Hello, Pancake. I did another video. You are going forward with your game. If you can give it to me quick, just give me the V something, I can watch it. But I'm finishing my time here, so I need to go. But I think that this is something we need to think. But the idea is... give me the link quick, I can look at it. I think the answer to this is to use the translation mechanism. So I think this will become you know, move items from PS Legacy guild houses to PS Unreal guild houses with coordinate translation, with coordinates course translation and on demand. I think it will be on demand. I don't want to do the work and then maybe no one ever connects with the guild again, you know, forever. So I think it will be on demand. So if someone asks, I will do the translation, I will move the items, otherwise not. And we will have to assign an ID and everything. But I would say for now, the guild house thing, I think is done. I would consider this mission completed. Watch, okay. I can watch it, man. I can watch it, no problem. Let's see. YouTuberinos. Watch. Let's see. The quality is so because it's still loading, I think. Or if you just uploaded the video like 1 second ago, YouTube may not have created the high-res version yet, you know. But I think I can see it. I see the clouds, I see the trees, I see that you can throw grenades. Wow, the throw grenades is so long, you should shorten it a bit. It's throwing so far away. Then I see you can pick up items. You can pick up items and do what? You have all the items on the ground. Okay, you are loading. You can shoot to the thingies. You are shooting the wrong side, by the way. You should shoot where there is the target and not at the back. And then what are you doing? Then you're jumping around. And you're reloading, you're entering the house, you're shooting to the things. Yeah, it's pretty good anyway, it's pretty good. You're shooting to the clouds. Nice. Very good. Yeah, you see small progress, but always progress. pretty good. Just shoot on the right side of the targets. Okay, so I think that's all for today because I need to go. I think it's been a good stream anyway. So we did some things, we fixed some stuff, and I think we can consider for now that the guildhouse mission is completed, which is very nice. And so we will move on to something else. And this one I will do it later on. Okay, so I'm pretty happy about that. I don't know yet what we will move to. Maybe, you know, this is something that, for example, you can use your points for. Maybe we can have a like vote on the next development thing. But all the ones that are missing, so I think we can change guildhouses to guildhouses. Where are guildhouses? Let me go edit guildhouses. Guilds, instance at guilds, social guilds, instances for guilds. So I think this one we will consider it done for now, with the only question of more testing on multiple guildhouses needed, and then also the fact that we need to move items, and then move items from PS Legacy to PS Unreal, right? So these are the only two things that are kind of missing. But for now, again, considering we are working on the core system, that's more than enough. Now we need to understand what we want to work on. We missed the 3D doll view. Buddies, friend. For example, this one I would like to do. This I think it's pretty easy to do, and when done, is done. You know, friends, groups, buddies, help, petitions. All of this I think is pretty easy to do. I mean, it takes me like, I don't know, but one day, I don't know, like 8 hours, and I do it, including the UI, and then it's done forever. I think we can do this. Dig and harvest. I think this one works, and this one also. It's just a matter of testing. ALS integration, yes, is partial. Combat PvP, actually, I don't know, we should test it a bit more. Combat spells, particles, weather. Weather is working now. Progression, I think we have a lot done. Maybe, you know, maybe I will do this just because it's a quick, like what they say, low-hanging fruit in English. Guildhouses are pancake. Guildhouses are places where players can gather and have exclusive access to it. So you form a guild, you create a new guild, and you call it the Guild of Strawberry Pancakes, and then you invite other pancakes to your strawberry guild. And basically, this space is created only for you and them, you know. And so when you enter the house, it will be only you and your guild mates, and you can put your items there. You can have chests. You can put items in, you know. NPC and quest is done. It's finished. I mean, it's working. Quests are fully working, and NPC are fully working. Combat is still so-so, but okay, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. I don't know if I will stream tonight, but I will stream tomorrow, I think, for sure. Maybe also tonight. I'm not sure. Depends what I want to do. Maybe tomorrow, not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, thanks for watching, and yeah. See you soon. Bye-bye.